there she is, her benevolence.
Your benevolence, Rifer Padma Kurain. Thank you for coming all this way once again.
Your gratitude is unnecessary. This is simply my duty. Barb-headed attorney. Yes. I am told you question the veracity of the sacred divination seance. It would seem the depths of your irreverence and blasphemy are lost on you. I'm just a foreigner, ignorant in the ways of the customs of this country. I apologize in advance for anything rude I may say or do, Your Benevolence. All I want is a fair trial for Albie. You would imply the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain, outsider. How verdicts founded on truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality. What's fair about trials with no defence and no chance for the accused to tell their story?
How dare you speak to her benevolence in that manner?
Did you hear that? Would you have me talk to her benevolence? Does he know anything about ignorant outsider? We won't stand for it. He should be punished. Oh, looks like I really stuck my foot in it this time. Punish him! Punish him! Punish him! Punish him! Silence, one and all. Is she standing up for me? Be not disquieted, my people. He merely expresses his opinion. Oh well, looks like her benevolence is going to be more reasonable than I thought. Attorneys are ghastly creatures, with souls stained black by brazen untruths. The words of a lowly worm such as that are not worth troubling yourselves over. All right, I take it back. None of his prattling can sway the truth of my insights. Rest assured, he will soon see the error of his foolish ways.
Now then, Your Benevolence, does the divination seance, if you will.
Certainly. Nanya, my robe.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
What has happened? An image appeared in the pool.
A final message from the victim's soul, the last communication of his mitama. The divination seance has revealed this to us.
Her benevolence can use her power of spirit communion to project the victim's memories of the last few moments before their demise.
Like a spiritual black box, then. So what we saw in the pool is what Mr. Roll actually experienced.
In the victim's memories, we see the accused raising a weapon up over his head. This is consistent with the findings of the police investigation. There has to be some kind of mistake. I didn't do it.
This looks bad for Albie. Really, really bad.
Now do you see why I'm the incredible pain?
More than I can express. But even if those really are the victim's last memories, what can I do with them?
There it is, the face of a man being utterly crushed. Oh, how long I've waited to see. Isn't it wonderfully gratifying, your majesty?
Excuse me.
Oh yes, very satisfying indeed. Are you finally convinced, traveller? The accused is most assuredly guilty.
Am I really the only unbiased one here?
Now then, I think we've been amused enough. If you give up now, I won't even invoke the Defense Culpability Act against you. You'd be free to slink back to your own country with your tail between your legs.
The Defense Culpability Act? What's that?
What? You mean you honestly don't know?
I think you can guess, Phoenix, from the name. No. What's with all the hubbub? Well. Not only is he a lying, black-hearted lawyer, but also an imbecile. Your Majesty, I think you better explain the Defense Culpability Act to him.
Yes, I think I'd better. The Defense Culpability Act, or DC Act for short, is as follows. In the name of Her Eminence, those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In other words, if you help the accused by defending him and he's found guilty, you will receive the same sentence as he.
What? What kind of insane law is that?
Under the DC Act, many an attorney has been convicted and met with a grim fate. Some went to prison, others received the death penalty. That's why there are so few in our country today who admit to being an attorney.
That's as it should be. The history of our courts proves that. Attorneys are black-souled creatures who will tell any lie to save the accused. Thus, attorneys deserve to be exterminated.
Exterminate! Annihilate!
I've never felt so much hostility coming from me from so many sides. What could have happened to make everyone feel this way?
You fell right into my trap, Phoenix Wright. Your win streak against me and my brother ends today. With the Seance and the DC Act on my side, I'll finally get my revenge.
So that's why he was so eager to have me defend Albie.
Chased out and humiliated back home, fate brought me to the foothills of Kurain. I thank my lucky stars that I'm chief prosecutor here now.
Defense! Note if I rule the accused as guilty, you will go to prison too.
That explains our reaction earlier.
Your Majesty, isn't a prison sentence a bit lenient? After all, we're talking about treason. And one should pay with such a crime with one's life.
Yes, I do believe the death penalty might be appropriate under the circumstances.
The death penalty? No way. The death penalty. All because you got your ass kicked in court in America, Japanifornia, whatever. You're a sick fuck, Payne. You really are. Bring a 9-year-old boy with him just because of your vendetta. It's gross. You're kidding, right, Your Majesty?
Do I look like I'm kidding? I'll have you put your life and your dark tainted soul on the line here.
Death? This can't be happening. The courts of resignation. Our courts are well known as thus. In this land where my seances provide the truth and no attorneys can intervene, criminals know that all they can do is resign themselves to their fate.
Oh, foreign lawyer, I ask you once more. Are you sure you still want to defend the accused?
There's more to think of in all this too. I can't just lay down my life. What in the world should I do? Oh boy. Well, it's going to railroad me into the defense, no matter what I do, surely. So, just to see what happens. A trial I happen to just walk into, a country I just happen to visit. How can I put my life on the line for something like this? But what about Albie? Isn't this why I became a lawyer in the first place? To help those with no one on their side? I can't just abandon everything I believe in. All I can do now is stand firm and fight.
Well, don't hold your tears back on my account, Phoenix Wright. Admit your defeat and grovel before me, the chief prosecutor, for your life.
Objection!
Even if it means being subject to the Defence Culpability Act, I will defend Albie.
What? But Mr. Wright, whoa!
Oh dear. The defendant insists he's innocent, and not even a divination seance should be accepted without examination.
Polkuna!
guilty, you'll get the death penalty too. Even knowing that, you still want to defend me?
I don't know what happened in the past, but it looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars, so I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you and your innocence. All I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it. Bob-headed attorney, you continue to amuse me. Though your barb jabs are proving to be more than mere jokes. Your benevolence. Believe me when I say that this attorney will knock your insides out.
That's enough!
Insolent, disrespectful attorney. You'll have plenty of time to regret your folly in the Twilight Realm.
Not a wise move, traveller, not wise at all. You should have taken the chance I offered to save your life. But you made your choice. The Defence Culpability Act will be applied to this case. And with this verdict, you'll both soon be parting with your heads.
The souls of the departed speak only the truth, and I but give their message a voice. If you think my insights contain falsehood, I challenge you to prove it. The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. I still can't believe it. A murder after the morning dance of devotion. These are the victim's experiences just before his death. As the victim's final memories, we can assume they aren't lies. So how do I break this down? Allow me to relieve you of your ignorance, Defense. Did you notice the words that appeared in the seance vision? Come to think of it, I did see words like Song of Ceremony and Incense. The victim's final memories are not limited to sight alone. Sight, smell, taste, sound, touch, all is laid bare in the pool of souls. So what Mr. Roll experienced with his 5 senses happens in the vision as words, right? Precisely. And by examining these sensations, we can perceive the victim's final moments with unparalleled clarity. Works for me. I can use all the extra information I can get. Now, to find a contradiction between her insights and the seance vision. Your Benevolence, I ask you please show me the seance vision again. Very well. Wait a minute. Her Benevolence said after the morning dance of devotion earlier, didn't she? Isn't there something off about that? just carefully compare this insight with the seance vision. If I notice a sensation that seems contradictory, I'll select it. That's it. This is part of the vision that contradicts the insight. Now I just select the sensation I think is inconsistent and present it.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. Yes? What is it, barbed head? You're saying the incident occurred after the morning dance of devotion, right? That's right. What of it? Then isn't it strange Mr. Roll could still hear the song of ceremony?
Oh my, you're absolutely right!
Huh? Is that all that troubles you? Huh? What the victim heard was a practice run of the Song of Ceremony. Practice run? What are you talking about? Mr. Payne, if you would.
Certainly. Allow me to explain. The incident occurred in the interval between the morning and afternoon dances. During that time, the singers were practicing in the performance hall.
Precisely. I was there as well. I can corroborate the statement.
I see. So what the victim heard was that practice session.
Oh, there goes my contradiction. Okay. So they were practicing in this performance hall. That must be the room where Albie and I saw her benevolence dancing.
However, Mr. Payne, I admit one detail troubles me.
Ask away, Your Majesty.
It's a big temple. The performance hall and treasure room are quite far from each other. Could the song really be heard all the way in the treasure room?
He's right, it's a very big temple. Well, how about it, Mr. Payne?
Your Majesty, have you forgotten? There are speakers in every room of Temple, including the treasure room.
Oh, that's right.
Speakers? For what purpose?
Are you serious, Mr. Wright? They're to broadcast the sacred music of the performance hall throughout the temple.
That's why the victim could hear the Song of Ceremony in the seance vision. It was the practice run going on in the performance hall, heard over the speakers.
Thank you for your explanation, Your Benevolence. That makes perfect sense even to a feeble-minded old man like me.
Think nothing of it.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, can you please alter your insight for us?
Very well. I think I'm getting the hang of this. If I point out an inconsistency, she'll update her insight accordingly. So if I keep pointing things out, maybe I can knock all her insights out after all. I better find another inconsistency, no matter how small. It's a bit hard to focus on the insights with the seance vision going. I'll try pausing to temporarily stop the vision. There, I paused the vision. I think I can use circle and square to jump to different parts of the vision. I'll try moving the Mitman mark to the flashing red panel here. Okay, Now I know how to get around in seance visions. It's time to find inconsistencies between insights and the vision.
Objection!
You're saying the victim's field of vision went dark right after he was struck, correct? Of course, as anyone with eyes can see. Well, pardon me, but I must disagree. What? Your benevolence, please take another look at the exact moment the victim felt pain. Huh? Oh! Everything goes black, and then only after that the victim feels pain. Inconceivable! Excuse me. This places the order of events at odds with what you say happened. My word!
Pokunka! Your benevolence, what's the meaning of this?
I cannot be wrong. My insights are beyond fallacy.
If what the defense says is true, this is a very grave matter indeed. Please forgive me, your benevolence, but I'm afraid this contradiction is something we can't simply ignore.
Objection!
Now, let's not be too hasty, your majesty. I think I can clear this up.
You have something to add, Mr. Payne?
1,000 apologies. It seems the prosecution failed to make one tiny thing clear.
And that would be?
On the day of the incident, there was a power outage, a blackout in one part of the temple. As I recall, the crime scene was in that sector. The power outage was by the victim's field of vision went dark. I apologise for neglecting to tell the court this detail. I'm afraid it slipped my mind.
Or rather, you knew all along and are only letting slip now that it's convenient. Pain in the arse.
The power outage knocked out both the lights and the speakers.
Oh, there was a blackout there, wasn't there? Well now, that explains everything, does it not?
What do you mean, your benevolence? Please share your thoughts with us, if you would.
The blackout occurred when the accused and the victim were faced with one another. Fearing the victim would flee under the cover of darkness, the accused swiftly brought his weapon down on the victim's head.
I see. That makes perfect sense, your benevolence.
So the victim was struck after the lights went out. The depth of your insights are awe-inspiring, your benevolence. Give her a hand, everyone.
Well done. May you live long and prosper. Hey, I want to live long and prosper too. Enough applause. You flatter me.
Now, your benevolence, in light of this new information...
Yes, of course. I will alter my insight. So much for my inconsistency. At least I was able to draw out some new information. And with new information comes a chance to find new inconsistencies. Now to compare the insights of the vision again and see what else I can dig up.
Objection!
No, that can't be right. There's a consistency between the inside and the victim's memories. An inconsistency, you say? Where exactly is the supposed inconsistency?
Yes, defense, please be specific.
Well, I don't know how specific I can be exactly, but I just get the vague feeling that something doesn't quite add up, you know? Did I read that in full? Fuck it, I don't know. I don't know how specific I can be. I get the vague feeling something doesn't quite add up, you know?
No, I don't know, but I do know you're skating on thin ice, defense. By your leave, your benevolence.
Do it.
Penalty!
And here I thought I was skating oh so gracefully on that ice too. Oh, you know, I get the feeling I was way off the mark with that one. I better take another look at the insights and the sensations. I doubt there's any mistakes in the victim's last memories. That must mean one of her benevolence's insights is off.
Objection!
Oh, no, that's not it either. What was it? What is it? Oh, I've got a consult option. Payne mentioned a blackout just now. That might be the break I've been looking for. Wasn't there something related to electric power in her? Oh!
Objection!
There we go, that's got it. Yes, I finally found it. The gaping hole I've been looking for. Your benevolence, as impressive as your spirit communication power is, it's not infallible. You never know when to stop talking, do you? I hope you realise your words are an insult to all adherents of Quirainism.
Defense, watch what you say. If you don't mind that tongue of yours, you won't have one left to mind.
It's certainly not my intention to insult spirit mediums, but maybe I'm not the one who needs to learn when to stop talking. What malarkey? I believe you said a few moments ago the victim could only bear the song of the ceremony thanks to the temple speakers. Fucking hell, I keep falling asleep again. I believe you said a few moments ago the victim could hear the song of the ceremony thanks to the temple speakers. Then how do you explain how the victim could still hear the song of ceremony even after the power went out? Oh. This contradiction of the facts can only mean the song of ceremony Mr. Roll heard was not coming from the speakers.
What? Impossible!
What are you saying? The song he heard was coming directly from the performance hall.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's the only possible explanation.
The scene of the crime is nowhere near the performance hall.
Right. The song couldn't make it all the way to the treasure room. Not unless... You mean to say... Yes, the treasure room was not the actual scene of the crime. It must have been somewhere else, somewhere closer to the performance hall.
What?
You can't be serious!
There is a glaring contradiction in the claims of her benevolence and the prosecution. Therefore, the defense insists the case be thoroughly re-examined. What? No.
This is completely unprecedented. An inconsistency in her benevolence's insights? Unbelievable!
Heed not his forked tongue, your majesty. These are but the claims of a corrupt lawyer, a feeble ruse from a feeble mind.
But the contradiction revealed by the defense is undeniable. I can't... We can't just turn a blind eye to it.
But the defense's assertion is in the end meaningless. Even if the location of the murder turned out to be different, it doesn't change what we've seen in the moment of the murder.
Indeed. The accuser's standing right there in front of the victim. Furthermore, the murder weapon remains raised above his head. My insight still stands. I hate to admit it, but she's right. The Saint's vision still makes the situation look really grim for Albie.
I doubt even the defense can dream up an explanation as to why the accuser had his hands up over his head.
Well, this defense dares to dream of making it out of this nightmare alive.
You what?
You still insist on trying to tear down my insight, do you? You better be prepared to back up your claim. Remember what will happen to that tongue of yours if we find you're just wagging it. Of course I can back up my claim, as soon as I think of something.
You appear to be fully prepared, defense. As the embodiment of this court, I give you permission to try and prove your claim. As long as you're willing to stake your life on it.
I concur, your majesty. Prepare the tongue seers. Chop chop. Chop chop?
Yes, let's have the bailiff fetch them. I think I saw a suitable pair in the basement. Chop chop.
Stop, stop.
I hear that lying lawyers have several tongues to spare. I'm sure he won't miss the one.
Yikes, these people are actually serious. I'm rather attached to my tongue. Think, Phoenix, think. Other than to raise a weapon, why would Albie have his hands up like that? Aha! So that's why. The reason the defendant had his hands up over his head can be explained by something in the crime photo. This explains why Albie had his hand raised above his head.
Take that!
In the seance vision, I witnessed the defendant raise both of his hands over his head yesterday.
You did? Where do you see such a thing?
I missed something there.
You did? Where did you see such a thing?
Where the police had their guns trained on him, they made their arrest.
Oh, are you saying?
The victim was a security guard, and an armed one at that. The defence proposes the victim had pointed his firearm at Albie, and that's why the defendant's hands were raised in the air. Polkunka!
Who would have thought the seance vision would be interpreted that way?
This is not possible. It can't be. Not bad for a total knockout. How dare this Lord she'd ever go against her benevolence? He's no better than the traitorous Snake Dirk. Traitorous Snake Dirk? Who's that? No, I can't believe it. A contradiction in one of my insights. There has to be some kind of mistake. I won't accept it.
That's right, your benevolence, and I won't accept it either. It goes against all we hold sacred. Throw him in jail immediately for lese majesty.
What? Yeah, you said it. Throw him in jail. Make him pay for the way he disrespected her benevolence. Ugh, bunch of simps. These people are definitely not my fans right now. Yeah, exterminate him. Whoops.
Peace! Give me peace! I said peace! Now everyone, please calm down.
Is he?
Your Majesty, please assign this black-hearted attorney a suitable punishment.
No, I can't charge him with lese majesty.
What?
What? Why not, your Majesty?
He was simply following the proper procedure for defending the accused. There's nothing unlawful about that.
But, your Majesty, don't you want to wrap this trial up quickly? Why give your verdict and you can go home and make up to your wife?
We can't end the trial now, not when we just learned new information about the case.
What?
Your Majesty, not you too. You would honestly entertain the idea my insight contains a contradiction?
Truly, it is shocking. In the 20 plus years since the DC Act went into effect, such thing has never occurred. To be honest, I didn't want to believe it either. With his life on the line, the defense pointed out an inconsistency. It is our duty to scrutinize it to the satisfaction of the law.
Whoops. Oh shit. You dare go against the royal priestess, you Non-believer?
No, my faith is as strong as ever, but I have a duty to make a fair ruling in this trial. If you insist on interfering with that process, your benevolence, I'm afraid I must request your removal from the courtroom, royal priestess or not.
What? I'll have you know.
Your benevolence! Please acquiesce in this, your benevolence. If looks could kill.
I won't forget this offence, Barbed Head. I do not admit defeat. I won't.
Bailiff, please see her benevolence out.
Your Mitman will face due retribution in the Twilight Realm. The demons will be. They'll pluck the bars right off your stupid head. I hope your suffering will be super duper painful. And I hope they free you in a lake of burning fire. And yeah, and then... I guess she's still a teenager after all.
Now then, defence, Mr. Light, was it?
It's right, Your Majesty. Phoenix Wright.
Of course, Mr. Wright. My apologies. Well, now we have this nearly uncovered fact, I suggest we proceed with arguments.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I think I missed another. No, I didn't. Good.
Yes, but do not misunderstand me. This doesn't mean I trust you completely. I'll be keeping a close eye on you, so don't even think about lying to the court.
I understand, Your Majesty. Maybe now I can finally turn it. Maybe now I can finally run a real trial.
Arguments, Your Majesty. Very well, I accept your challenge.
Huh? What's with him?
Oh, the look on your face, Mr. Wright. It's just too hilarious.
What's so funny, Mr. Payne?
The defense still doesn't get it. The truth he unearthed is going to bury him in his case instead.
What do you mean by that, prosecutor?
I told you it's chief prosecutor.
Yes, because that's the thing to focus on right now.
The defense is digging its own grave. Consider this, Your Majesty. Why would the victim, a security guard, point a gun at the accused?
Oh!
Oh, indeed, because the accused was about to commit a theft. It's the only logical explanation.
What? That does sound very logical, actually.
It doesn't help the accused situation at all. If anything, it makes him look even more guilty.
Yes, I have to agree.
Allow me to spell out this truth the defense didn't bother to think through. Mr. Rowe came across the accused just as he was trying to steal the treasure. The guard pointed this gun at the accused, and when the power went out, the accused murdered the victim and hid his body in the treasure room.
Did I forget to read them? No, I didn't.
A hand truck for moving heavy treasure found around is stored in the treasure room. The accused could have easily moved the body with that.
And after all that hard work to knock down those insights. Oh, back into the same familiar corner once more.
Mr. Wright, do you have a rebuttal?
I'm drawing a total blank here.
I hope you're ready to climb that scaffold.
I asked you a question, Defense.
I've got nothing. I can't think of any grounds for objection. The only thing I can do at this point is ask the defendant himself what happened. I don't know if Albie will cooperate with me or not. Albie? Whoops. Albie, will you tell us what really happened?
You don't have to say anything, accused. Fall for his evil trap, you'll only dirty your own soul.
Albie, you have to tell me the truth. I can't help you unless you do.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry.
Why? Why won't you trust me? Is this it? Is this the end? For both of us?